When Allah Almighty created Adam alayhi salam, Adam alayhi salam was not a baby, he was already a grown adult. And Allah had instilled with him all the natural qualities of man. Unfortunately, Shaitan came to him and started influencing him to do that which Allah Almighty had told him not to do. In order to achieve this, Shaitan began to promise him things. You're going to be very wealthy, meaning you're going to own everything. Yet he was already in a part of paradise known as Jannatul Ibtila, which is a special garden that Allah had created in order to place Adam and Hawa, may peace be on them. So Allah Almighty, in His divine wisdom, allowed Shaitan to influence Adam alayhi salam, knowing that he already told Adam what to do and what not to do. The main thing was actually the warning by Allah Almighty not to eat from a certain tree. Allah Almighty told Adam and Hawa, may peace be on them, do whatever you want in paradise. Or in this garden, it's called a Jannah. Jannah in Arabic also refers to a garden. That's why we say the gardens of paradise. May Allah grant us Jannah. So, but Allah says don't go close to this tree. And Allah says watch out for Shaitan. He's always been jealous of you. He's always been problematic. And be careful that he does not influence you. Unfortunately, you know what happens with all of us? Sometimes we know this person is not genuine. They might have jealousy, hatred, and so on. And we allow them into our close circle. And we listen to them. And they begin to influence us. They make us hate those who are good sometimes, simply because they've conned us about who those people are. How many times do people who don't know you hate you simply because someone told them something about you and they haven't even breathed the same air that you've breathed? Subhanallah. Meaning they haven't even come close to you. They haven't even seen you. You already hate a person because of this preconceived idea. Someone conned you. Give them a chance. May Allah Almighty grant us ease. So Shaitan comes and says, eat from this tree. هَلْ أَدُلُّكَ عَلَى شَجَرَةِ الْخُلْدِ وَمُلْكٍ لَا يَبْلَى. I want to show you to a tree that if you were to consume from its fruit, you would actually live forever. You wouldn't die. There would be nothing known as death. And at the same time, you would have ownership or kingdom that would never deplete. So these were two things that man generally inclined to. If I tell you, there's a deal, R1,000,000, you say, what's the deal? I tell you, brother, it's so easy. By this evening, you can have it in your pocket. Don't tell anyone. Oh, what is it? You want to know. You see, why? Because it's money. As much as we say, we should not incline towards wealth, Allah has created within you and I an inclination towards wealth. But He warns us, do not allow your love for wealth to increase or to oversee the love that you have for me, to exceed the love you have for me. I'm allowed to love anything I found on earth on condition that it is within which Allah has ordained. I can't allow myself to do something displeasing to Allah to get something that is pleasing to me. Wow, that's a powerful statement. Whether it pleases me or not, if it displeases Allah, I'm going to control myself because I'm a believer. I came from Allah, I'm here on earth to please Allah, and I'm going back to Allah. That's a believer. Discipline. What is Islam all about? Wallahi, it's about rules and regulations that will govern the way you shall live your life, so that you earn the pleasure of Allah. You will have the success of this world, even if the people on earth don't think you're successful, because their level or the point that they consider success has nothing to do with real success. Hence, on earth, when you see people having a lot of wealth, having a lot of material possessions, people say that man is extremely successful, but they forget that he can't sleep at night. They forget that he's not content at all. They forget that he's got issues that he can't even solve. So Allah says, the success that you will attain by doing things that I have ordained shall not only be the holistic success of this world, but it will go through with you into the hereafter and eternity. That's Allah.